Hello, today we're going to talk about mental health awareness. This is Timotel, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'm going to focus on two things in particular, and that has to do with mental health awareness, and it's mental health during this pandemic that we're currently in, and mental health, the mental health of adults in the United States. The Gallup poll researchers show that in 2020, there were a percentage of United States adults who described their mental health in excellent condition. Now, the 2019 poll are these pinkish red, if you can see my cursor on the screen. And then the 2020, this year that just passed, are all the green, turquoisey looking bar graphs. So just to let y'all know a bit about researching, the lowest form or the easiest kind of research is survey research. There's no random sample. There's no control group or a non-control group. So that makes a big difference. So let's see. We can see what do I see in this is that with male and females, it looks like males, which is on this one and this one, they reported that they had excellent condition, more so than women right here from 2019 and 2020. You can see males in general. Republicans seem to have more report that their mental health was excellent as compared to independents and Democrats. And then people that are married seem to report more excellent mental health condition than people that are not married. But you can see the discrepancy from 2019, which was these right here. You can see the key right there. And 2020, there's a big drop in 2020. And that can all be because of the COVID. Okay, let's move on. Mental health during the pandemic. The pandemic and economic consequences have affected the health of folks across the globe. Physical health, unemployment, and lack of social interactions have all negatively affected people's mental health. How many of us can look at their life during this whole pandemic and all the different things that we had to or that we were required to change up so that we can be more safe. The way I look at this is similar to a baby. If a baby cries, then everyone in the household, if you're around, can hear it. And so it affects everyone. Just like if one person in the family is not making a good choice, then it really does affect everyone else. That's just the nature. And in our communities and our world, remember it's a pandemic, pan meaning worldwide, that is very evident in how the stress level and especially the mental health of people in the United States in this particular research has been very much affected. Mental health, the mental health of adults in the United States. The Gallup survey on mental health in the United States, 34% of U.S. adults said they felt their mental health was in excellent condition when asked in this past November 2020. That's down from 43% in 2019. Women were less likely to describe their mental health as excellent in 2020. I think I touched on that. And with just 27% compared to 41% of men. Still, both men and women had 8 and 10 percentage points drops relative to 2019. Guys, this pandemic is real. I used to think it was fake, but now I'm realizing that it is real, and that if other people are affected, even if they live across the world and I don't know anything about them, then it affects all of us, because not only the transmission of it, but also the the worries and and the and, and the way that governments are shutting their places down. So I have solutions. In my recent videos, I've talked about mental health awareness. Now, being aware of our mental health is very important, but doing something about it is even more important than that, because we live in a consumption society. There's so much information. I guess back in the day, there used to be laboratories where all the latest and greatest experiments and latest and greatest ideas were born. But now that we live in this digital agents or digital world, we are able to get information like in real time when someone discovers something new just by YouTube. So that's the cool thing about it, is that there's so much new information and changing information that we can do to help with our mental health. And I think it all comes down to those 6 things that I was talking about, which is social, taking care of our social self, our emotional self, our spiritual self, our physical self, our occupational self, and our intellectual self. Similar to a bike on a wheel, or spokes on a bike on a wheel. When one spoke is missing, then it may affect the function of the bike and the wheel and the integrity of the wheel. Similar, we are one big living organism trying to maintain some kind of stability. And so a lot of times the solutions to the things that we consider mental health problems are changes that are happening within the way that we think, the little habits that are small, that are concrete, that are detailed, and most importantly, that are attainable. So let's make goals that we can write down, that are very specific down to behavioral terms, and also that can be attainable. And from that, it creates kind of like a pebble in the pond, and all the ripple effect that comes from that will help you in a good way. Thank you very much. If you liked this video, please subscribe and let me know what you think. Also, you can comment. I will always tend to everyone's comment, meaning I will answer everyone's comment. Thank you so much.